Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be how the narcissist continues to become unhinged. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, when the narcissist is becoming unhinged, this happened so frequently when you're in the relationship, and specifically post-relationship, because the narcissist is not stable. They don't like tranquility. They don't like peace and harmony. What they need is disruption, confusion, chaos, manipulation. They want to keep little groups of people away from each other. They want to keep secrets from people. And when the narcissist figures out that you figured out who they are, in other words, when they know that you know who they are, they will become unhinged in more ways than one. Because you see, this is when the mask will no longer serve the narcissist. This is when you have seen behind the mask. You've identified that this person is a toxic individual, maybe even a narcissist. And now you see what you couldn't see before. And you can't unsee what you've seen. And the narcissist will become unhinged. Many times people will identify the poor behaviors of the narcissist before they know what the narcissist is. And they will take notes, or they will take physical notes or mental notes. So they'll be trying to figure out why this person behaves the way they behave, and why they're so irrational, and why they're so up and down, or hot and cold, or black and white. And then eventually these people, which one of them was you and certainly was me, we get our first light bulb moment. We figure out that narcissism is prevalent on the planet, and these people are becoming more and more unhinged at the seams each and every day. And you may say, well, why is that true, Andrew? I will tell you why it's true. Because more and more people are becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered. The word is getting out there, and the narcissist has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They used to control the planet. They used to control so many things on this planet, but now they are dwindling in numbers, meaning, is narcissism still being spread all over the globe? Absolutely it is. But are people seeing behind the mask more than they ever have? Yes, they are. And this is what I talk about on the channel, and this is how I'm living my life. It is not to go walk around the planet looking for narcissists and call them out. That's the last thing that I do, and you shouldn't be doing that either. What you want to do is you want to heal. You want to slow your life down and protect yourself, not overshare information, and trust your instincts and intuition. Pay attention to red flags, and believe and understand that not everybody has your best interest at heart. The narcissist is certainly at the top of that list. And when the narcissist can no longer get to you, or narcissists in general, they can't push your buttons because you now know what to do. Utilize gray rock, or just say okay, or just get away from them, or not share anything about yourself. When you realize these pivotal steps, and you've come through the fire and risen through the ashes like a phoenix, you are what I call the educated empath. You are a strong version of yourself, the strongest version known to humankind. And the narcissist can't stand that. That's why they will become unhinged. That's why, think about this. When you were in the relationship, who was controlling that relationship? It wasn't you. It was the narcissist. And if you did what they wanted you to do, when they wanted you to do it, and how, you would be sometimes rewarded. Or you would not be thrown a rage, they wouldn't throw a rage fit on you or gaslight you. Or they would say, okay, this person's doing what they're supposed to be doing. This is good. I don't need to throw a temper tantrum. But as soon as you stood up for yourself, or put a boundary in place, or called them out, or said something, example, I didn't sign up for this. Who do you think you are? Why are you talking to me like this? What's your problem? I don't get this. This relationship's only getting worse. When you would say something like that, then they would say, whoa, 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 that's my job. I need to inflict the verbal abuse on you. What are you doing? You can't stand up for yourself. You can't have a backbone. But see, that worked when you were in the relationship because you didn't know what narcissism was. Now that you do, or you are uncovering what narcissism is, you're figuring out who not only the main narcissist was in your life, but all other narcissists. Maybe it was your parents, siblings, colleagues, coworkers, people in a community and or organization you are and or were a part of. Who knows where the narcissist is? But the point is, you now understand that many people do not think the way you think. And it's time to take the rose-tinted glasses off. And I'm saying this with all TLC. I'm not trying to trigger you or upset you. I'm just letting you know that we really need to take a good hard look at ourselves. And we really need to understand that we are the priority. We come first, second, and third. And there is no room at all in our lives for a narcissist, no matter who they are. These people, all they do is inflict as much damage upon people as they can. Verbal abuse, mental abuse, financial abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse. They drive wedges between you and anything that matters to you. Your own children, your family, your hobbies, your health, things you loved and appreciated, your friendships, your locations that you like to go to, favorite dishes of food you like to eat, etc. They will steal anything they can, and they will leave a stain or a taint on it, meaning they will taint the things that you like to do. But again, what happens when you get out of the narcissistic abusive cycle? Whether you were discarded or you ended it yourself, either way, my heart goes out to you because you were still in the relationship and you ended it, or it ended for you. What you had to do is you had to really take a good, hard look at your life, number one. Number two, you had to figure out and practice radical acceptance and understand that person is who they are, meaning a toxic individual, maybe even a narcissist. And you had to realize that that relationship wasn't what you wanted it to be. It was what it was. It was a very debilitating and challenging relationship to be a part of, to say the least. But when you practice radical acceptance and you understand that the narcissist cannot change, they never loved you, they never cared about you, they only cared about what you provided for them, the security you provided for them, the money you provided for them, the roof you put over their head, the assets that you perhaps give them access to, or the communities or the concerts or events you attended and you paid for them. Whatever you did for them, you did something, you served a purpose in their life. And these people, i.e. the narcissists, the parasitical creatures that they are, they need a host. They need someone to take from and to suck the life out of. And that's what they do. But again, you didn't know back then what you know now because you weren't taught this in school. So now you're understanding that there are people out there like the narcissist, but the narcissist can no longer get to you. At least that's my hope. Meaning you have now reached the pinnacle of indifference and you understand that you had a lot of work in front of you. It took time, it took a lot of time, but in your time, either A, you have healed, or B, you will heal. But you're wrapping your head around that this is the relationship you need to heal from. Now keep in mind, when the relationship ends, the narcissist has nothing to heal from because they just go on to the new supply or wherever they go, thinking that they've won and that they've just broken your heart or crumbled you up like a sheet of paper and thrown you away in the freeway. But either way, whatever they've done, and they aren't thinking about anything other than trying to get the new source of supply lined up, or to count their money that they stole, or all the assets that they've hidden and all the secret bank accounts that they have, etc. But what I'm saying here is the narcissist doesn't heal because there's nothing to heal from. You needed or you need to heal. That's why I suggest so frequently in videos, you have to slow your life down. You have to journal, meditate, see a therapist. You have to watch videos, you have to read, you have to heal childhood wounds, etc. You have to do so many things to put yourself back together and enter that third version of you. Side note, pro tip, there are 3 versions of you. The first version of you is the version of you before you met the narcissist. You were probably going through life with rose-tinted glasses, who knows? Number 2 is the version of you became when you were in the narcissistic relationship. That's when you were working for the narcissist. You became a shell of yourself. You lost your identity and you were doing anything they wanted you to do because you were trying to continue to put band-aids on the relationship and fix it while the narcissist was trying to destroy it. And the third version of you is the galvanized version of you. It's the transformed and or changed version of you that has arrived and that has ascended once the relationship has ended and you put yourself back together. And remember, you are on the healing path, whether you've already reached the pinnacle of indifference or not. The healing path will take you very high and it will drop you super low. But each and every day you need to continue to move forward. Each and every day you need to continue to get up, get out of bed. Each and every day you need to continue to know that where you are now is not where you were last week, a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Continue making progress. Continue being kind with yourself. Continue being patient with yourself. Being stoic, centered, having fortitude, resilience, courage, strength, commitment, and a path to go down. Now, all these things I'm sharing because the narcissist will become unhinged when they can't get to you any longer. When they realize that you've cracked the code, when they realize that this is the final time that you will go to the attorney and tell them that you want the divorce, but yet the narcissist will talk you out of it and you'll go back to them again. This time will be different. This is the time when you will escape the narcissistic relationship. This is the time when you will exit the narcissistic fog. This is the time when you will no longer give the narcissist opportunities. You will no longer let them talk you out of making progress or making moves that benefit you, that perhaps don't benefit the narcissist. You see, in the narcissistic relationship, again, you have one person that's always taking, and that's the narcissist. You have another person that's always, and I mean always giving. That was you, or maybe it is you. Eventually, something has to give. That relationship will break, it will snap, because the weight of the narcissist's abuse gets cumbersome, it gets heavy, and you can only tolerate so much. That's why each and every narcissistic relationship has an expiration date, and many times the narcissist will push you one step too far. They just cross that one line when you say to yourself, no, I'm done, this is it. I can now really see who this person is. I can see how much they don't like me, they don't love me, the disdain they have for me. I can see the darkness in their pupils, the beach ball pupils of emptiness, and I can see them smirking at me, and give me that look saying, yeah, try and break free from me. Go ahead, see what you can do. I dare you to try it. You see, the narcissist does know what they're doing. They are a master manipulator, and they want to keep people stuck, tricked, and trapped in the narcissistic fog. And that is a real place. For any of you who don't think that the narcissistic fog is a real place, and I know on the channel and in the community we all do, but there are people out there that can't wrap their head around what that is. What is that? Well, that means you haven't been in a narcissistic relationship, and you should count your lucky stars that you haven't been in one, because you do not, and I repeat, do not want to be in one. These are not pleasurable experiences at all, specifically when you love or loved the narcissist. The narcissist cannot love you, the new supplier, anybody. And when you're giving to a relationship or giving to a fault, maybe the narcissist was your mom or dad, maybe that was your sibling, maybe it was your friend or coworker or your wife or husband. When you are giving to a fault to somebody and you're working for them and they are just looking at you and abusing you day in and day out, week after week, month after month, year after year, it is not a good place to be in, because you weren't supposed to figure this out. You were supposed to stay stuck and trapped in the loop of manipulation, but that's not what happened. You've got that needle in a haystack. You figured it out. You removed yourself, or you were removed from the relationship, and then you healed. And this is when the narcissist will become unhinged, because they will not be able to wrap their head around the fact how strong you are, that you are courageous, that you are resilient, and that you can say no to the narcissist. And you can do what? That's right. Go no contact, block them, delete them, remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? Understand the narcissist does not have your best interest at heart. They may play the victim card. They may try to guilt you. They may try to say, oh, but you've been there for me before. Just send me some more money, or just give me one more chance, or just let me stay there for a couple days, or just let me keep some things in your house just a little bit longer. No, 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 and no. That's the whole point. The narcissist does not care about anybody. They want to divide people and anything that matters to them. They want to create wedges and drive relationships that you were a part of. They want to implode them. Now, why I'm saying all these things is it's the narcissist that will become unhinged. Think about when you're in the relationship, how many poor, strange behaviors you saw of the narcissist. Maybe you experienced some rage fits in a car when you're on the freeway. Maybe you had something thrown at you, or maybe you were physically abused at times. You were certainly verbally abused. I know that because you were rage fits were thrown on you. These were all mini discards or mini toxic experiences that you endured when you were in the relationship, but you kept on giving the narcissist passes because you were trapped in the fog. You didn't know what narcissism was. But now that you do, and you go no contact, etc., the narcissist will have to turn to a new supplier. They'll have to go somewhere, but it won't be in your house. It won't be under your roof. It won't be with you. And you can't feel sorry for the narcissist. The narcissist made their bed. They have to lie in it. And when you were in the narcissistic relationship, think about this one. Did the narcissist ever feel sorry for you? No, they didn't. You need to understand it's going to be either you or the narcissist. You need to protect yourself. You did enough of helping the narcissist get to the next level of life. You probably paid their way through a period of time. Maybe it was a couple years. Maybe it was a decade. I don't know. But eventually every narcissistic relationship ends. Now you're figuring that out, or you know it. And you cannot be guilted or blamed or feeling sorry for the narcissist. The narcissist knows what they're doing. They put their clothes on the exact same way that you and I do. They breathe the same air. They have a decision every morning, afternoon, and evening on if they want to stand for goodness or not stand for goodness. And they don't want to stand for goodness. They want to continue to manipulate people, continue searching for supply, continuing blowing up relationships, continuing to blow up marriages, blow up families, blow up friendships, blow up business opportunities. The narcissist believes that they're above the law. They believe that what the narcissist wants to do is they want to live for the moment. That is not what you do. You live in the present moment, the here and the now. So do not stay stuck in the past. Take the lifelong learnings from the past. Do not predict the future. Don't think about the what ifs of the future. No one's guaranteed to be here tomorrow. Stay and live in the present moment. Focus on yourself. Slow your life down. Stop giving the narcissist chances. And yes, will they become unhinged? Absolutely. They're probably becoming unhinged right now. Maybe they're even watching this video and they've become totally unglued at the seams, and maybe they just broke their TV or smartphone. Who knows? Who cares? It's not you. The path is to really conserve your energy for yourself and those loved and trusted ones around you. And if the narcissist becomes unhinged, because they will, my hope is it's nowhere near you, not around you at all. And they're off halfway around the world, wherever they are. My hope is that narcissism is eradicated on the planet. That's not going to happen anytime soon. But what you can do is do your part And do not give these people any of your time, energy, effort, love, empathy, money. Don't give them anything. Let them figure out life on their own. So many times the narcissist becomes unhinged post-relationship. These people don't know how to write checks. They don't know how to open up bank accounts. They don't know how to rent an apartment. They don't know how to pay a mortgage. They don't know how to buy a car. They don't know how to read sometimes. These people do not know anything other than to abuse and manipulate people to get them to do things for them. That is why you must understand my message here. The narcissist will become unhinged post-relationship. They already became unhinged many times when you're in that relationship. But now that you're out of it or you're getting out of it, let them do what they do. Cut all the ties, the financial ties, the emotional ties, the physical ties, and the spiritual ties, and let the narcissist slither away onto the new supply or wherever they're going, as long as they stay away from you. Just stay away from you. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the about to be rainy Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. I love you all. God bless you. And understand, you don't become unhinged. You've never been unhinged. You perhaps experienced reactive abuse sometimes because you were pushed to the brink. And that's maybe the reason why you're out of the relationship. And looking back, that's a good thing that you're out of it. It's a great thing. But experiencing reactive abuse is not a good thing. You see, the narcissist is unhinged in their mind. Every single night in their tiny little pea brain, they're becoming unhinged. They have to think about what they did that day. They have to think about all the relationships they've blown up. They have to think about how to steal money from people in the future. They have to think about how to play the victim card. They have to think about how to move this person in that position, take that person out, discard this person, insert this person, and how to keep 15 other people tied or tethered to them via smartphone on dating apps. This is what the narcissist does. They do not improve. They do not grow. They do not elevate. They stay stuck in the low vibrational quagmire state where they exist. And unfortunately, that's where you were for a period of time, but you're no longer there. You are now elevated. You are a beautiful, bright, shining light. You are rising or ascending higher than the sun, the moon, and the stars. And that's where you always will be, because now you've gone through the cycle. You can't unsee what you've seen, and you now have boundaries. And you can say what word, which is the strongest word in the English language? Everybody, what is it? That's right. It is no. When you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. Remember that. It is very important. So block these people, go no contact, etc. If you can't, utilize gray rock, become dull and boring, get off the radar of the narcissist. They will become unhinged one way or the other. They've been becoming unhinged since the minute they were born, and they will always continue to do it as long as they walk the planet, specifically as they get older, because they become whom? That's right, they become the aging narcissist. And the aging narcissist is not a pretty sight to see. I love you all. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.